Hey everybody, what's going on? I am Gregg Sussman, joined today by Megan Nunez of FanDuel, who's here to give us her best bets for the first round. What's going on, Megan?
Not a whole lot. Long time no see. I am glad to be back with you on the Hurry Up.
We're thrilled to have you back, especially right now on the precipice of the NCAA tournament. Everybody wants to bet here on the first round, but what should we bet on? Well, that's where you come in. We begin with a good matchup, a 7-10 matchup between the Florida Gators and the Hokies from Virginia Tech. You like Florida in this one. Why are you buying your SEC team?
Okay, so overall, the Hokies have been the more consistent team. However, in tournament play, I tend to kind of search out the teams that are a little bit more raw, the teams that I feel like are going to do whatever it takes to get the job done. And I feel like I found it in this Gators team. Trey Mann has been great for the Gators. He was averaging 15 points per game. I think that's up to now 22 points per game. And the Gators lead their conference in shooting. I think they're landing somewhere around 58th overall. Just at the end of the day, I think that the Gators are going to make the shots they need to make. I think that they're going to make their free throws, which will be huge. And they are excellent free throw shooting team. And I just think that the gritty Gators are going to overpower the consistency of the Hokies here.
Florida has been gritty all season long. A projected really top 25 team. Florida have gone back and forth, but they have persevered into the NCAA tournament. Virginia Tech, as you mentioned, the more consistent team with Mike Young as the head coach there. So we'll see ultimately if Florida can get by Virginia Tech and most importantly, cover the number. Moving on, Megan, let's get into a game that we were just talking about before we started this, and that was the Beavers from Oregon State in this 12-5 game between with the Volunteers of Tennessee. Oregon State makes the tournament by winning that Pac-12 championship, and they were not a team that was going to make the NCAA tournament here, and that's why they're 8-point underdogs against Tennessee. I don't really think Oregon State's very good. You think they're good enough to cover. Why is that?
So as an SEC girl, I do not think that I will be chirped for saying that the SEC is super inconsistent, and Tennessee has followed suit. We've seen absolute flashes of brilliance and absolute flashes of crap. Oregon State, on the other hand, has been on fire, and I think we all know that the worst thing that happens to a team, or that can happen to a team that's on fire, is them having to take a break, and that's exactly what's happened with the Beavers. However, I do think that 8 is a large number and that they can cover it. I mean, they're 10-1 ATS, their last 11. Do I think they went outright? I don't know. As I said, the SEC is extremely inconsistent. However, they can cover the 8, and I think they make it a consecutive 11-1 against the spread.
As they made their way through that Pac-12 tournament, they obviously covered and won all of those games. But like you said, Megan, they were hot going into that tournament, covering all of those games beforehand. While they may not win outright, Oregon State good enough to cover a number that's going up. That number is 8 at the FanDuel Sportsbook. You take one SEC team in Florida, you go against one SEC team here in Tennessee. Oregon State the pick here this weekend. One final game to get to, and it's a game between two powerhouses, right? The Wisconsin Badgers and the North Carolina Tar Heels. You would never expect to see this game in an 8-9 matchup, and that's where we are here in 2021. You like North Carolina of the ACC. I'm with you here. Wisconsin, they haven't really been good in 2021, much better before the calendar turned over. I like the Tar Heels as well. You think they get the job done and they cover?
I am not sold on this Wisconsin team. There's a lot of sharp people that I respect that are on that side. However, as I said, I am just not sold on them. They dropped 6 of their last 8. I know that their schedule is extremely tough. However, the Tar Heels have been on a tear their last 6 games, and they look like they are in tournament form. Am I nervous that Whiskey might get hot and start shooting threes? Absolutely. However, I see this game being a defensive game. Both of these teams are extremely good on defense. I think every point is going to be a grind, but I think that the glass is where UNC is really going to dominate Whiskey. And also, you can't go against Roy Williams and his perfect first game stat in total career. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Tar Heels to cover.
North Carolina playing well at the right time, obviously came up short in the ACC tournament, but Wisconsin has not looked good, as we mentioned here, for most of the last month. They've played a tough schedule inside the Big Ten. They haven't won many games as of late. North Carolina is trending the right direction. Roy Williams, as Megan said, hasn't lost a game in the first round. We'll see if that continues, and hopefully they cover as well. That's going to do it for us here at the FanDuel Hurry Up. Megan, we appreciate the time. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you. Good luck to y'all as well.
The madness is here, so get excited. For Megan Nunez, I'm Gregg Sussman. Join us tomorrow where Jim Salas will join us as we take a look at some more MLB futures. Have a great night. Enjoy March Madness. I'll see you back here tomorrow for another edition of the FanDuel Hurry Up.